Ford today says that in 2023, last year, their EV sales accounted for 3.6% of their overall sales. GM says that it only sold half of what their target was for EV sales. Any consideration to moving some of those EV mandates back and let the technology and market preference catch up?
So, Ed, I'll say to you that we have seen 51% of an increase in EV sales. 51%. That's the numbers, and that's across the board. That's the data that we have seen. I'm sure you've seen that number as well. And so I think that's pretty important as we talk about climate change, clean energy. That's important that we're seeing such a boost in electric vehicles.
But when you look at the actual numbers, like GM sold 2.6 million cars and trucks in 2023. 76,000 of those were EVs. Ford sold 2 million cars and trucks. 73,000 were EVs. So clearly about 96% of the consumer is saying that they don't want electric vehicles. So why not?
We saw a 51% increase in electric vehicles. That's what we've seen, and that's important to note.
Hospitals in at least 8 states have brought back some form of masking now due to rising cases of respiratory viruses, including flu and COVID. Does the White House think more hospitals across the country should be considering that right now?
The masking piece, that is, and we've always been very consistent on this. That is something that is localized or hospitals, communities, cities, states, they have to make their own decisions. That's not something that we get involved in.
And I did have this lunch with historians, and I'm wondering if there are any details you can share about that, and also, what about this particular moment has him reaching out to historians?
So, look, the president has done this before. Here's something. Okay. I heard a voice. No worries, Jackie. I thought I was hearing things, but I'm not. I was like, I'm the only person that's hearing it. Okay. Okay. You and me. Okay. Okay. So, look. The president tends to, and he's done this before. He's met with historians before ahead of an important national moment, which we're about to see, certainly as it relates to January 6th. And he met with these historians, a diverse group of historians, to hear from them, to hear directly from them on their thoughts about our democracy here in this country and abroad. And the president felt it was incredibly important to hear from this diverse group of historians. And again, he's done this before. It's not the first time. And so it also, I think this says a lot about how the president sees things more broadly. He believes in hearing from a diverse group of people, hearing different voices on policy issues, and certainly something as important as our democracy. And that's what you essentially saw from this president yesterday.